Well, this sucks. I don't know how many subscribers I have left on this channel, but if you're watching this and you're here, then you obviously know who Dan MyMickers is. If you're watching this, you've been here for quite a while. If you don't know, if you haven't heard, we received some devastating news recently that MyMickers, Dan, has passed away. It's like, what the fuck? Shocking is an understatement. You know, I've known Dan since 2010. That's over 9 years I've known Dan. And we were one of the first reviewers out there in the old time, when the community was like in its infancy. We both started at the same time in 2010 doing Robes' Fragrance Idol Challenge. I remember that, and me and him started at the same time, and we shared a lot of memories. We used to talk about old school, AOL Instant Messenger, the AIM. We used to talk on that like constantly, and I'd get packages in the mail from Dan. Hey, and I could hear his giggle in my head. Try this. You're gonna love it. And I would send him stuff, and it was just a different time back then. It was a tighter group of just friends who had some weird hobby, and it wasn't commercial. And Dan is the type of guy that when I watched him, within 5 minutes, he's a good dude. It's not rocket science. He's one of those people that are just positive. What a bubbly guy. Such a love for life, and I think that's what makes this so shocking. You don't expect somebody like him to just vanish and not be around. It's like somebody so full of life with such positive energy and vibes to just I think that's the most shocking part. And I'm really glad that I wrote him a nice, pretty lengthy comment not too long ago on one of his videos, and I just says, I could be in the shittiest mood, and if I turn on one of your videos, my mood improves within minutes. He's like that. He's like a feel-good type of person. So I can't even imagine his effect on people close to him in life. If he can affect so many people, through his like YouTube videos and communicating with him, people all over the world, really, thousands of people. And that's partially why I made this video, is not just, besides doing what I can just to show my support and a way of paying homage and saying goodbye to him. It's a way that I hope that maybe in the future, when they're ready, his family can look upon videos like these and all the others that people are doing and all the comments and posts that's going around, and take solace in that and comfort in how like he's affected so many people, so vastly across like hundreds of people, thousands of people have no Mickers, and everybody says the same thing. It's all genuine. They really like the guy, and they really thought he was a beautiful person, as I do. And he was a beautiful soul. I really believe that. There's not too many people like him out there. And not to sound cliche, but it's guys like him that they help brighten up this dark world, by being in it. The world's a little brighter when there's a MyMickers around. And now, unfortunately, it's a bit duller and darker that he's not here. And we're all talking about how much we're shocked and genuinely upset of this news. And could you only imagine, like, his family, and his wife and children? It's just, yeah. Rocky said it best, that this world is not always sunshine and rainbows. It can be a dark, vicious place. And bad things happen to good people, and we don't know why. It just seems so random and pointless. But the only thing we could do is find the strength to move forward. And I hope, and I know, Amanda will find that strength within her children. And I also know that Dan will continue to shine down his positive energy and vibes and rain it down on his family to give them the strength and peace they need during these hard times. They could use his help, for sure. And he'll give it to them in time. You know, what starts out as a bleeding wound turns into a scar. And eventually, and a lot of people who've suffered loss can attest to this, myself included, you feel as if they're behind you at first and you're going further and further away from them. But one day you become at peace and you feel as if they're alongside you going forward. It's a very weird feeling, but it happens, and you just have to let time pass, because time does heal all wounds. It doesn't take it away completely. There will always be a scar, but you can live with a scar, and sometimes that scar makes you stronger in time. So I don't want to ramble too much, because I'm not sure exactly what to say or how to say it, other than Dan was one of the good guys. One of the good fellas, really. And if I think about Dan today, yesterday, or last year, what I think of when I think of Dan is just a good, genuine soul who's positive, who loved life, and his good spirit was infectious. And that's basically his legacy to me.
So here we are, starting the fragrance journey. It's kind of a little weird at first. I've never made a video, but I imagine as the more we do this, the better it will get. And I hope you like it, and I hope we all have fun. Thanks for watching. What is up, Brad? We thought we would join the party, and we're all having a popsicle with you, buddy. We wanted to send off a congrats on your 200th video. That's awesome, dude. Keep them rolling, because you rock. It was fun. Stay tuned for more fun with Liquid Ass. Woo! Bye, guys. You guys take care, and we'll see you soon.
Josh, they smelled it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You're supposed to go, yeah!